Hey, what's up, Logos Personal Finance? Welcome to day 3, hump day of our first week of e-learning. Congratulations to those of you who have stuck with us through the first 2 days, and let's keep it rolling for day 3. Hopefully today is the day where we learn a little something about real-life fiscal policy. Congress, as of right now, as of this morning, still has not passed any kind of legislation to help out the economy, help us out. But I think if you're listening to the news, which I don't blame you if you haven't been, but if you're listening to the news today, you may hear something about Congress passing a multi-trillion-dollar piece of legislation to help bail out the economy. Like I said, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, it's not your fault. I don't blame you. I wouldn't if I were you. It's been nothing but bad news. It's the age of cancellations, the age of postponements, and the news for Logos that came down yesterday. Besides the fact that it's official, we will be closed at least until April 22nd. In addition to that news, we found out yesterday that the Logos School prom is officially postponed, which again doesn't come as any surprise, but it's official now. But it's also postponed, not canceled, meaning they've just moved it to June. So we're going to be optimistic, and I'm going to say I will see you all at the Logos prom in June. But as of today, we are going to be working again on some Econ Lowdown. So let's go ahead and get logged into Econ Lowdown, see what we're working on today. What we're working on today, again, has to do with this idea of fiscal policy and monetary policy and all that. But more than that, it's looking at unemployment, which is going to be a big thing coming up. It's a big thing right now. We've talked about unemployment in this class before and what it means when we say people are unemployed. These people who are willing and able to work but can't, right? And that's a lot of people right now. And the government has programs in place to provide funds to people who are unemployed. Right now, we don't have enough to cover all the people that are unemployed. And, the reason why we have these programs, as we're going to learn in today's lesson, which if we scroll down to the bottom, you see it's consequences of unemployment. Maybe if we zoom in a little bit easier to see, huh? There we go. The consequences of unemployment, right? I mean, we're all going to be learning firsthand about the consequences of unemployment here very shortly because the unemployment rate, again, that's the percent of people who are willing and able to work but can't find a job, had been before all this went down at historic lows. Under 4% of people who wanted to work and were able to work couldn't find a job, right? And that means 96% of us could. That unemployment rate, that percent, is going up as we speak, and it will be very high. Predictions have been for historically high unemployment. I don't know if it's going to get that high, but I mean, I've heard numbers as high as 30%, which would be higher than it's ever been, higher than the Great Depression. Now, those predictions are calling for it to be temporary, but again, what are the consequences? If we hit something like, we would definitely hit double-digit unemployment. What if we hit 30%? Why should we care? What are the consequences? Obviously, people not having money, there's going to be consequences. So if we launch this course, the consequences of unemployment. Todd Rundgren, good quote, good singer. This is one of those lessons where there's a pre-test and a post-test. It's a very short lesson with a very short pre-test and a post-test. But when you open it up, you'll see this home screen. And remember, you just got to click to proceed to the next page, right? Read the information on the screen. And it looks like at the bottom, before I proceed, Fred the Frugal Eagle is going to make an appearance here. And we love Fred the Frugal Eagle. He taught us how to soar to savings back in the day. But if we proceed to the next page, it'll take us to the pre-test. And remember, on these courses, there's always a pre-test and a post-test. The questions are exactly the same on the pre-test and the post-test. And the idea is if you don't know the answers on the pre-test, and there's only 3 questions, 3 multiple-choice questions. If you don't know them, that's okay. Give it your best guess. That's the point. It's a pre-test, just to see what you know. If you are taking the pretest and you know the answers to questions, great. But if you are trying to answer one of these questions and you're not sure and you guess, pay attention throughout the course. This question will be answered while you're going through the pages of this course, and that way you'll know the correct answer by the time you get to the post-test. But there's only 3 questions, so again, you're going to want to do the pretest. Once you've done this pretest, what are the 3 questions? The costs and consequences of high unemployment may include all of the following. Number 2, the Federal Reserve has a mandate from Congress that includes, there's 2 things, right? One of them has to do with employment. That's a hint. And it's not regulation and collection of unemployment data. So that's a big hint. And then number 3, unemployment insurance is available, right? Available to who? Well, we'll see. Take the pretest, submit the test, go through the course, and then take the post-test. That's it, right? Do your best. You can only, take these once, but you get 2 tries with the pretest and the post-test. And you should know the answers by the time you get to the post-test if you're taking your time going through the course. And if you get 1 or 2 wrong, again, not the end of the world. Don't sweat it if you end up with a 1 out of 3 and your score is an F on this quiz. It's just a 3-point quiz, so it's not going to kill your grade. Do the best you can. If you have any questions, let me know, as always. And I will see y'all later.